As a senior in college, I decided to go all out for my last spring break. So after being extremely indecisive about where to go, I decided to book a trip to Portugal.
Stopping at Airline Terminal 4.
After a 7-hour red-eye with the worst turbulence I've ever experienced, I was able to see this beautiful sunrise above the mountains and an aerial view of the city. I landed around 6 a.m.-ish and somehow managed to find an Uber with barely any phone service. But it's been a minute since I've done a solo trip, and it's also been a minute since I've been outside the US, so I decided to take the first day to orient myself and get used to the layout of the city. By this, I mean I literally walked the entire city and it took me all day because I saw a glimpse of just about everything, and by everything I mean the tourist sites, a couple malls, and a grocery store. I had already walked over 10 miles, so I sat at a park to decompress. This park was super cute because there were people watching soccer, a burger stand, I actually got one myself, kids running around, and a pond where ducks and turtles lived. I couldn't tell if it was just a Sunday, but I had already loved Lisbon because the vibe was so laid back and opposite of what I'm used to back home, and it was really refreshing to be able to experience. Good morning. I just took the metro to the city center. I have arrived. I'm gonna have a full day today. I just came back here to walk around a little bit, get some more photos, and then I think I'm gonna go to Belém today and see the tower that's there. But yesterday I had a great day, but I was so exhausted from the plane that I felt like I couldn't really take in everything. So I'm coming back now that I know how to navigate the city and just sort of take my time with everything. Even though it wasn't super early in the morning, there weren't a lot of people out yet, so I decided to enjoy and sit by the water for a little bit. Once it started getting more crowded, I decided to go explore some of the places I walked by yesterday. I walked through a few shops before making my way to the Santa Justa lift. I honestly didn't really want to wait in line and pay for the lift, so I took the back stairs up to the top. From here, I stumbled upon a cute bookstore with these really pretty older books, and I also stumbled upon Pink Street that I actually found yesterday. I didn't know it was here, and I've always seen it on Instagram and Pinterest, so I decided to have a little fun and take pictures of my own. So I'm sitting by the water again. I just finished walking around the city center and going back to all the spots from yesterday that I wanted to go back to and take some more pictures. But I'm pretty much finished, and the train station is like right around the corner, so I think I'm gonna go and head over to Belém and hopefully see the sunset there and then come back and have dinner back in the city center. After a short train ride, I got to the Belém station, and on my way to the tower from the station, I also stopped at the monument to the discoveries. Right now, I'm just sitting in the park right in front of the tower, just chilling, enjoying the breeze. I have a lot of time to kill, so just chilling, taking my time here, taking pictures, but yeah. On my way back to the train station, I stopped at the monastery, which I heard was beautiful. Unfortunately, it was closed and I was unable to go inside, but the outside and the gardens were super pretty. After all of this, I was so tired and I barely caught the train back to the city center, but I was able to get dinner at the infamous Thai market, and then I went home for the day. Today I woke up with something very important on the agenda, and that was to get a book. One of my favorite things about vacation is disconnecting and taking a break from my phone, but I forgot to bring a book and I found myself on my phone a lot more than I wanted to be, so it was time to go to the bookstore. I ended up with this beautiful cover of Dracula. I love clothbound classics and I haven't seen this cover in the US, so I had to get it. Today was a beautiful day and there were a bunch of these super cute juice stands along the water. I was having such a good time reading by the water with some fresh juice. It was the perfect day and weather, and I could not have asked for a better way to spend my spring break. After watching the boats go by all day, it made me want to go on one, so I impulsively made the decision to go on a boat tour. It was also the perfect time because it was sunset and the weather was so nice. Good morning. So I just got to city center area. However, my big thing today is that I'm going to Sintra, which is about an hour-ish away on the train, which I'm excited for. So when I got to Sintra, I was honestly a little bit overwhelmed. There are quite a few things to do here and it's very spread out to get to by only walking. I was absolutely starving, so I found this vegetarian place that I wasn't too sure about, but the food was incredible. Everything on the menu did not sound like stuff I would normally pick off a menu, but I left so happy. It was so good. I honestly didn't do too much research before coming, so I kind of just walked to the first place I saw. I knew there was a palace I wanted to go to, and there was like two of them, and I got both of them confused, so I just went into the first one. It was relatively small compared to the other one that is available to go into, but it was still very pretty and cool to walk through. I decided to make my next stop the Initiation Well. Even though I was super tired, this one was on top of my list, so I decided to make the walk all the way there. The well was a part of the gardens too, so I was able to see a lot more than I originally planned, and everything was so pretty. I'm so glad I was able to see this. I'm actually really glad that I came here for the day and did Sintra. I was actually gonna skip it and just go to Cascais, but the gardens and the palaces are so beautiful. I think one of the reasons I was so tired today is because I am celiac and I had quite a lot of cross-contamination during this trip because I honestly wasn't being that careful. So when I found this oakberry, I was so happy and it was the best end to my day. Hello, so I made it back to the city center and I also ate dinner already. I am just sitting here by the water again and I'm gonna read a few chapters of my book until maybe the sun goes down in like an hour and a half, and then I'll head home and have like an earlier night, which is nice because I am exhausted. But yeah, I'm excited to read my book again and hopefully get a few more ways through. Haven't made much progress, but so far it's really good. Today was another exciting day because I was taking a day trip to Cascais, which is a beautiful beach and surfing town about an hour from the center of Lisbon. The first stop I made was at a restaurant with a beautiful view of the beach, and they had gluten-free pasta. It is so beautiful here. This town is straight out of a story picture book, but I decided to spend the day by walking down until I reached all the sites and then biking back along the water to the train. Today the weather was not that great and I wanted to spend the day inside, so I decided to go to the aquarium. This was the first time I can remember going to an aquarium, so I actually had quite a lot of fun. By the time I was done at the aquarium, the weather had gotten better, so I decided to go see some places I haven't gotten a chance to go see yet. I went to the church where St. Anthony was born, this lookout point that I've seen all over Pinterest, a few rooftops with these beautiful views, and I also walked by the castle. On Saturdays in Lisbon, there is a huge flea market that is held, so I decided to go check it out. Good morning. I am trying to find the Lisbon flea market, but the GPS is taking me the complete wrong direction, so I'm quite lost. So hopefully I find it soon. My legs are killing me because of how far this incline to wherever it's taking me is. This is really fun. Oh, the street that I'm walking on is so pretty. So it's a nice little detour. I ended up finding the market and I found some super cute jewelry and a bunch of antique cameras. I really wanted to get some, but I didn't change enough cash over to euros, so unfortunately I could not. I'm getting quite hungry, so I'm gonna go find some food. But I got this really pretty necklace that the guy cut so that it's the perfect length for me to layer with my other necklaces. And I have been looking for one like this for so long, so I'm so glad I was able to find one. But yeah, I really liked that flea market. I wish that I realized that I should have brought in more cash with me. I only had 10 or 15 euros in cash, and the cameras that I wanted to buy were 25, 30. So I wasn't able to get any of the vintage cameras, which kind of sucks, but I already have so many at home, so yeah, okay. I need to go get food. I'm literally starving. I really wanted to get gelato before I left, and I found this place that was very gluten-free. They had gluten-free cones and everything was gluten-free, so I felt good going there. There was also more book markets I walked by on my way to go relax by the water again. Today, I think I read for about 3 hours straight, and it was so nice. I went to a restaurant that also had gluten-free pasta, and I read there while I ate dinner. I stayed in the city center until it got dark, and then I made my way back home. I had such a nice and peaceful time here. I really could not have asked for a better spring break, and coming to Lisbon was the best decision.